The most effective passive fire protection design begins with the skeleton of the building, its load-bearing structure. This helps not only to preserve the building, but also to protect its occupants. Fire can subject structures to extreme temperatures, which means even materials such as steel or concrete need help to prevent them collapsing. Achieving this requires not only the right products, but also specialist expertise to design the most effective passive fire protection plan for each and every building. An important consideration in this design must be adapting to the different way materials react when exposed to fire. Steel starts to deform and lose its structural strength at about 550 degrees Celsius. We call this the critical steel temperature. This means that protection is needed to prevent a steel building from collapsing before people can escape and the fire services can tackle the fire. Using Promat boards to protect steel beams and columns increases their fire resistance from 30 to as much as 240 minutes. But what about other types of buildings? Promat offers a comprehensive system of solutions that can be adapted for different load-bearing structures. In some cases, steel is used as an aesthetic element on top of being part of the support structure. By spraying the steel with fire-resistant intumescent Promat paint, the steel structure remains visible and is protected against fire for 30 to 120 minutes. Unlike steel and concrete, timber is a combustible material that needs a well-designed method of protection. Painting the wood with Promador or cladding it with Promat boards will delay or even prevent the charring, improving its fire resistance and preserving the structural integrity. Concrete reacts very differently to steel, in part due to its inherent moisture, which will evaporate at around 100 degrees Celsius. This will cause severe damage, known as spalling, which leaves the steel rebar directly exposed to fire. This can eventually lead to a sudden collapse of the structural element. To protect this from happening, concrete load-bearing structures can be protected with Promat's fire-resistant boards or paint. A fire-resistant spray plaster can also be used with concrete. Promat spray prevents damage and keeps the supporting structure's function intact. Beyond the structure of a building, rooms and other areas must also be protected. Promat has a combination of products to achieve this. Columns or beams can be encapsulated with Promat boards, while the ceiling is protected with Promat spray or Promat paint. A wide choice of systems means that there is a solution even for smaller spaces or where aesthetic features are important. The growing popularity of electric vehicles comes with risks for fire protection. Recent studies have shown that the battery fires involving electric or hybrid cars are more severe and thereby more harmful to the load-bearing structure. Alongside posing a risk to the stability of the entire building, electric and hybrid vehicle fires can also produce a large volume of toxic smoke and gases. It is therefore crucial to ensure structural stability for as long as possible so that emergency services and fire brigades can evacuate people from the building safely and can combat the fire. To achieve this, Promat fire-resistant boards can be fitted above electric charging zones to protect the ceiling. Boards can also be used to protect critical load-bearing columns and beams. Our mission at Promat is to preserve and protect, using our expertise to design and install fully tested and certified passive fire protection systems, preserving valuable buildings and their contents, and protecting the people who use them.